Hi all, welcome to my channel. I'm Mark, this is Mark's Modz, and today is X-Wing Wednesday, everybody. So we have issue 84 of Build the X-Wing, and we have got quite a lot to do in today's issue. We've got to build something, then we've got to attach bits and pieces to the frame. There is quite a few pages in this magazine to get completed, so I think we definitely need to get started on this one. So with all that said, let's get modelling. Okay, let's get started. We've got a lot to do today. So the first part we need is this part here. Now what we're doing is we're making the torpedo bay housing. So we've got that part there. The next part we need, let me just have a look, is this part here. And we're going to be basically putting that onto there. But remarkably for this model, he wants us to glue it. So it's not a push fit connection. So using a minimal amount of glue just on these bits. Okay, and then we'll push this into place. Getting glue absolutely everywhere. Okay, so now we need to do the other side. Actually, you could have probably got away with that with the push fit connection actually. Okay, so now we've done that, we need this part here, and this is basically going to be going on just here. Again though, it's asking us, I think, for a little bit of glue. So this time I'm just going to bob some on these pegs here. Make life a little bit easier. Okay, and we need to put this on with this part facing us. So we've got these two bits here. They are going to be facing us. If I don't stop dropping it. That's that bit in. And that's that bit in, just like that. Okay, so the next bit we need to do, we've got these sort of rods here, steel rods they're saying it is, and we need to put these into place. Now these are going to be going in these holes here. Now I'm presuming you just more or less push them through. Right, yeah, you do. So you get it in position and push it through and press roughly. Right, okay. So this bit here needs to be pushed down in to lock it in place. That's what it's saying. So oh no, that's got to go in that one. It's in the wrong one there. One. It popped out of the wrong one. Right, so I need something now just to push this into place. So I'll try using the back of these tweezers, just making sure it's lined up with the hole that it's supposed to be going in. Okay, and that's that bit in place. We'll repeat and do it on the other side. So I didn't realise I was away from camera. I think the hardest part is lining it up with the hole it needs to go into, and then just locking that in. Okay, and now just the other side of this. in place. And finally the last one. And that's in place. So that is the torpedo bay housing complete. Oh, no, I do apologise, we've still got a little bit more to do. There's me rushing ahead. Next bit we need to do is we need to put these bits together. These are torpedo sequencing survey bodies. So, now as far as I'm aware, these can only go on one way because one hole is smaller than the other. That's just clicked into place. Just trying to line it up. Yeah, you can definitely see that one hole is smaller than the other. There we go, that's into place. And then basically we just need to put them on the torpedo housing. Now it hasn't asked us to glue them, so we'll just pop them on there. Just like so. Okay, we can put that to one side because the next bit we're doing is we're working on joining the fuselage halves together. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to grab the X-Wing wings and everything and get it set up, and then I'll be back with you. Okay, here we are. Right, so what we've got to do is we've got to join, if you remember this bit here, we've got to join this bit to this bit. So this is going to be really interesting how to do this. Now what it does say, we need to take the cockpit and these wires here and just move them out the way. So the first thing it wants us to do is we need to attach this to this. And we've got these two bits here that are going to be attached, that it's going to be attached with. So let's get this lined up. I'm really cautious though that this is only going to be held on by 2 screws. I'm just wondering if there's something, just using the torpedo housing just to hold this up a bit. Okay, so I'm going to get the first screw in over here. Not forcing this in. Okay, that's the first one. Then I'm going to do the other side. Okay, so that's the other side done. Right, so moving on to the next bit. What it wants us to do next is take this side frame off. It's only 2 screws, so we can do that. That's one. That's that side frame off. So we've done that. Next, what we need to do, we need to get these wires here, and it wants us to run these down. So because I put these out the way, I just need to thread them back through, just like so. And it wants us to run them down just at the side here. So done that now. Okay, now I have just realised the problem of this wire is actually in the way now. But if I do this way, so just take that screw out, and just sort of unhook that wire, hook it round, and then just put the screw back in. So be careful when you're doing that one, I would advise. Okay, now this is going to be the exciting part, because we're putting the cockpit in. The thing we built absolutely ages ago. So here we go. So I'm going to get the cockpit. And we're going to put it in its place. Just careful not to trap any of those wires. So I'm really taking my time with this, more than I ever would do. Right, so I believe that's nearly in position. Still getting wires tangled. So okay, right. So I believe that cockpit is now in place. The next thing we need to do is we need to put back on the frame we took off. Okay. So I'll just get my screwdriver ready with the screws that it came out with. So, like I said, I'm doing this as per the instructions say. Okay, here we go. So that's the first screw of the frame in. And this is the second screw of that frame in. Okay, right, so the next thing, which I'm a little bit concerned about, is we need to flip this over and screw it in from underneath. What I am going to do to hold this cockpit in place is I'm going to wrap some tape around it until I get a few screws in. So I'm just going to get my electrical tape underneath, just like that, and just wrap some tape around just to keep the cockpit in place. Okay, right, so if I take that off now, we're going to flip this over to access the screws. Right, so the screws we're using now are XW08 screws. We were supplied with these in this issue. And the first screw we need to put in is just up here. Alright, I feel that biting. I can feel that cockpit being pulled into place. Now the next screw that we need to screw in is this one just down here. That's another one in. Right, this is the third screw going in. And then we'll finally have the fourth down here. Okay, so that's them 4 screws into place. Right, so we're still not stopping because we've still got more to do. So we need to flip the X-wing back over. Now I'm going to take this tape off So I'm taking it off carefully because I need to use it again. And all will become clear. So, okay, so the bit that's just fallen on the floor is the bit we need. Because remember this? We've got this to put in. This is, yeah, it feels like all the pieces are starting to come together on this one. So just put that back in. You probably can't see this very well. And we've just got this bit here. Just needs to be popped back in. Came out when it fell on the floor. Okay, that's done. Right, so if I try and move this into camera shot a bit more, we've now got this to put in place. Now, I've just noticed a wire that's underneath the cockpit that really shouldn't be there. I didn't notice that one, so I'm going to just see if I can pull it through. Might need tweezers for this one. Just to grab the wire. It's a bit difficult, but I'm just going to take this little bit of side framing away, and then I should be able to get more access to it. There we are, that's the wire. That's the cheeky one. Just see if I can undo a little bit of this cockpit from the screw. Right, that's relieved it. And I've got that out now. What a pain that was. Okay, so I'm just going to put this bit of framework back on. I do apologise if my camera is off in any way. It's not intentional, it's just I'm trying to... This is a huge model now. Absolutely huge. Okay, right. So now we've done that, we can now put this part in. And that's just going to simply be going at the back, just there. Now we need to secure this in from underneath. So the tape, I said, I didn't want to get rid of. I'm going to do the same with this. Actually, it needs to be a bit further that way. There we go. I'm going to do the same with this that I did to the cockpit. So I'm just going to get it to hold it in place there so it doesn't fall out. Just like that. And then we need to flip the X-wing over. Oh my word, this thing is humongous. Because we need to screw it in from underneath. So, first of all, I need to put back a screw I took out. So let's just find the screw. Actually no, I'm going to screw this in first because I think the screw that I need to unscrew it is underneath the tape. So, and this is just getting screwed in at 4 points. So this is the first one. Right. So this is one. Then I'm going to go to the back there. That's two. 3. Patience is the key. To this today. Okay, that one's got a bit of a funny head on it. Okay, and that is 4. What I'm going to do now, sacrifice the tape. And then I'll re-screw. That's just the targeting computer. That's come off there, so don't worry about that. Screw that bit back in. Oh, right. One last thing to do, and then we are done. So, what it wants us to do next is to put in the torpedo bay housing. That's just going to be going in just like that. Now I think what I've done is I've gone ahead of myself, and yeah, I do believe I've gone ahead of myself. Right, what I've done is I've screwed in at the wrong holes. So that's my mistake. So I need to take that back out again. And it's actually going in these. So my mistake. Right, there we go. Whoops on that one. And that's just going to fit there, the torpedo bay housing. I'm screwing that in with 3 XW08 screws. So I'm going to go for the centre one first, because that'll keep it nice and aligned for me. That's the first. That's the second. Last one. And that's the third. And that is this issue done. Wow, 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 wow. Oh my word. That was a marathon. Absolute marathon. Just double checking the instructions, make sure I haven't missed anything. Nope, I haven't. So yeah, what I'll do is when we move over to the face camera, I'll actually show you the size of this model now. And my biggest question is it going to fit on my shelf where I've been storing it? So, but that is issue 84 complete. Well, this thing is huge. That is absolutely huge. Wow, wow, wow. As you can see, and it weighs an absolute ton. So let me just put it down. Nice and easy, safely. There we go. Wow, wow, wow. What an issue that was. But I actually really enjoyed that one. Issue 84. I know I have been saying with the X-Wing it's been a little bit problematic, but that was quite an enjoyable build to do today. So yeah, that is really coming together now. And if we have more issues of doing these bits and pieces, I can't wait to get this finished and put in all the bits and pieces. A bit like the stuff like the canopy as well. We've had that canopy for absolutely ages and we still haven't done anything with it. So it'd be nice to actually put that into place and see it in place. Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. You'll be notified of any future videos. But as for always, guys, stay safe and bye for now.